News Center of the Sultanate of Oman Television. But first, the headlines. The Entrepreneurial Growth 2025 Forum reviews government efforts and new investment opportunities to advance the entrepreneurship sector. At the conclusion of its work in Muscat, the World Cancer Congress adopts the Sultanate of Oman's resolution on plans to combat cancer. And the first National Conference of Neuro-Ophthalmology discusses early diagnosis and integrated therapeutic intervention of ophthalmology and neurology. Good evening and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines and now the news in detail. The Small and Medium Enterprises Development Authority held the Entrepreneurial Growth Forum 2025 at the Oman Convention and Exhibition Center. The opening ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sultan bin Salim Al Habsi, Minister of Finance. Here is more on that.
With entrepreneurship playing an essential role in Oman's future economy, the Entrepreneurial Growth Forum 2025 was opened at the Oman Convention and Exhibition Center, providing a central platform to support and scale up small and medium enterprises across the country.
It's such a good opportunity to be a part of this forum, thanks to the support of the SME Development Authority of Development. Honestly, I'd love to see other businesses, other startups, and how they are growing year by year, and how the market is growing, and how the effect of such forums and such exhibitions take part into the growth of these businesses.
A wide range of participants, from public institutions to private investors and rising entrepreneurs, took part in the forum, all with one goal: to strengthen the foundations of Oman's entrepreneurial ecosystem.
The three key areas we are focused is in fuel, sustainability, and innovation. In fuel, we supply fuel by our fleet. We have a full fleet of tankers that we can supply fuel to different regions in Oman. And in innovation, we we give the fuel station new technologies.
Dedicated spaces at the forum focused on investment opportunities, local content, and successful business models, offering both inspiration and access to resources that help young businesses grow. As the Sultanate of Oman moves steadily towards the goals of Vision 2040, the forum reflected a long-term commitment to innovation, youth empowerment, and economic diversification. At this forum, the energy of youth, the boldness of startups, and the power of innovation come together with one goal: shaping a brighter economic future for Oman. Reporting from Oman Convention and Exhibition Center, this is Saleh Bukhalfan Al-Rahbi, Muscat, Governorate.
His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, received a delegation from the Foreign Press Association in the United Kingdom as part of the delegation's visit to the Sultanate of Oman. His Excellency provided an overview of Oman's foreign policy, which is founded on dialogue as a steadfast principle and a strong approach, given its effective role in strengthening bilateral and multilateral cooperation with various countries. It's worth noting that the visit of the Foreign Press Association delegation to Oman comes within the framework of the Minister of Information's efforts to host media delegations from different countries with the aim of highlighting the achievements of the renewed renaissance under the leadership of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq across all economic, social, tourism, and cultural fields. The Royal Academy of Management announced the winner of the Future Readiness Award organized in partnership with the Thinkers 50 Foundation during a ceremony held in the United Kingdom, London, the capital.
The Royal Academy of Management announced the winner of the Future Readiness Award, organized in partnership with the Thinkers 50 Foundation during a ceremony held in London, United Kingdom. This year's award went to Amy Webb, a global futurist and the founder and CEO of the Future Today Institute, one of the world's leading future studies research centers. Webb is considered one of the most influential figures in strategic foresight, having developed scientific models used by major universities and global corporations.
We are living in a world beyond competitiveness. It's about being future ready. Future readiness is about states, governments, and corporates to be able to adapt and to withstand and thrive in a world full of changes and shocks. This is our definition of future readiness, and this is what the award today is about.
The award received over 300 submissions from around the world, including books, research studies, and innovative leadership tools, reflecting the diversity of global perspectives on the concept of future readiness. The award aims to promote a culture of futures thinking and support thought leadership by honoring research and initiatives that demonstrate the ability to adapt to rapid changes in work environments and enhance readiness for the future.
This future readiness is a capacity, not as an individual, but as organization and society. I think this concept is very important in this turmoil, a world situation, which will lead the next innovation and management.
It is worth noting that the Future Readiness Award is part of the Royal Academy of Management's initiatives to promote a culture of future preparedness, empower national talent, and establish the concept of readiness as a distinctive value for leaders and institutions. The collaboration with a global organization such as Thinkers 50 reinforces the Academy's international role and underscores its strategic importance in shaping the leaders of the future.
The World Cancer Congress Summit and Exhibition 2025, which concluded its sessions today in Muscat, adopted the Sultanate of Oman's resolution calling on relevant entities, including governments, healthcare institutions, academic centers, civil society, and international partners to endorse and implement the resolution within their national cancer control plans. The resolution also called for the establishment of a regional monitoring mechanism under a specialized working group, the allocation of sustainable long-term funding for prevention, research, and workforce development, and the building of a future funded on local innovation and equitable access to care, with a commitment to holding follow-up conferences for collective review and evaluation. Oman's resolution included 7 comprehensive strategic pillars: prevention, early detection, and integrated cancer care continuum, human resources development, strengthening the health system, localization of pharmaceutical manufacturing, research and innovation, and promoting self-reliance. The first national conference on neuro-ophthalmology held in Muscat explored the latest advances in the diagnosis and treatment of eye diseases related to the nervous system. The conference, which brought together a distinguished group of consultant doctors and specialists in ophthalmology and neurology from within Oman and abroad, highlighted the importance of early diagnosis and integrated therapeutic intervention between the two specialties. It featured several scientific lectures and specialized workshops discussing the most recent research findings and medical technologies in the field. The conference was inaugurated under the patronage of His Excellency Dr. Saeed bin Harab al-Lamki and the Secretary of the Ministry of Health for Health Affairs. Still to come in our news bulletin. The third edition of the Young Ambassadors Program is concluded. Once again, welcome to the Sultanate of Oman Television News. The Sultanate of Oman hosted a key Arab regional meeting focused on developing technology and innovation support centers aimed at expanding access to global knowledge and supporting research-based economies. More details coming up in this report.
The Sultanate of Oman is working to enhance the institutional framework for intellectual property and innovation. The Arab Region Meeting for Technology and Innovation Support Centers held in Muscat focused on reviewing updates from WIPO's global program, sharing experiences from various countries in establishing and managing these networks, and presenting the Arab League's perspective on innovation and intellectual property policies in the region.
WIPO chose Sultanate of Oman for this meeting because we believe at the Sultanate of Oman of the importance of TISC and how it improves the research and technology, and that will impact the Sultanate of Oman ranking in this area, as well as the Sultanate of Oman improved 5 ranks this year in the GII index.
The meeting also covered key aspects of how these centers operate, including their technical setup, administrative models, and financing structures. It explored national capacity building strategies and ways to strengthen collaboration between research institutions, universities, and industry.
The World Intellectual Property Organization has established over the last 10-15 years these Technology and Innovation Support Centers, or TISCs for short, and they aim to support local innovators in accessing technology to see what already exists, not to waste time and money on research that's already been done, but to kind of build on that. And there's all sorts of other things that they can do to accompany the local innovator along the innovation process.
The Technology and Innovation Support Center, TISC, provides support and advice on technology transfer to users in search of patent and non-patent database, and thereby play a key role in the Arab region. Japanese government, we believe that bringing together representatives from individual countries to share and discuss their experiences and challenges will strengthen the foundation of the TISC network within the Arab region.
Oman's own intellectual property indicators show strong growth in innovation activity. By the end of the third quarter of this year, more than 8,800 patent applications had been filed, highlighting progress in research and development. Reporting from Oman Convention and Exhibition Center, this is Salih Bakhalfan al-Rahbi, Muscat Governorate.
Thank you, Saleh. There. The Omani Forum and 9th International Scientific Conference in Malaysia concluded with a call to uphold ethics, Quranic values, and Oman's enduring identity, featuring 46 research papers across 10 sessions. More details coming up in this report.
At the 9th International Scientific Conference in Malaysia, participants emphasized that ethics should be more than just theory. It should be a way of life. The conference's final recommendations called for grounding moral values in real-world action, drawing from tradition not as nostalgia, but as inspiration. Speakers also urged pride in Oman's enduring identity and its roots in the Quran, stressing that true strength lies in upholding cultural values even as global influences shift.
From my current experience in learning the Omani experience here is very interesting for me because as a student of history, it is important for me to learn other people's cultures and stories and so much more. So when you're giving me the explanation about Omani and their history, their heritage, and how important they are to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and I feel like it is so much more to uncover.
Alongside the conference, the Omani Forum and the exhibition Oman Identity and Civilization took center stage, organized by the Omani Students Association in Malaysia. Visitors were treated to a vivid showcase of Omani culture, traditional dress, coastal and mountain heritage, and the rich aroma of Arabic coffee, all telling a story of a nation where authenticity and modernity meet. The event highlighted Oman's cultural confidence on the global stage. From its deep history to its message of tolerance and wisdom, the exhibition and forum together offered a powerful reminder. Oman's heritage isn't just preserved, it's alive, evolving, and shared proudly with the world.
That was Afra Nomani presented the report. The total value of real estate transactions in the Sultanate of Oman reached more than 2.348 billion Omani riyals by the end of September, marking a 9.2% increase. According to data from the National Center for Statistics and Information, fees collected from all legal transactions rose sharply by 74%, amounting to 85.8 million riyals. Indicators also showed that the value of sales contracts increased by 13.5%, reaching over 928.6 million Omani riyals by the end of September. More than 100 young men and women from within the Sultanate of Oman and the Gulf Cooperation Council countries participated in Young Ambassadors Leadership and Diplomatic Training Program launched by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth. They discussed issues of security, lineage rights, the environment and development using a framework that mirrors the work of the United Nations and its main bodies. The program in its third edition provides young people with opportunities to practice leadership and community roles, helping them achieve their goals. The Director General of Agricultural Wealth and Water Resources in North Sharqiya has celebrated World Animal Day at Safari World Park in Ibra, highlighting national efforts to protect wildlife and raise community awareness on environmental conservation. I was present at this report and I have this report. In North Sharqiya, the Directorate General of Agriculture, Wealth and Water Resources celebrated the World Animal Day at Safari World Park in Ibra, highlighting national efforts to protect wildlife and preserve biodiversity. Organized in collaboration with Oman LNG Company, the event showcased Oman's commitment to environmental protection and animal welfare. It was attended by His Excellency Wali of Al-Mudaibi, members of the Shura Council, officials from the government and security institutions, and a large group of students. Observed annually on the 4th of October, World Animal Day raises awareness on the importance of safeguarding wildlife and protecting natural ecosystems. The program included scientific papers and visual presentations by specialists from universities and organizations, emphasizing Oman's strategies for wildlife conservation and sustainable biodiversity. A key highlight was the experience of Safari World Park as a model for caring for endangered species and supporting environmental education.
I'm a veterinary technology student from Sultan Qaboos University. It's really nice to be here in this special day celebrating the World Animal Day at Safari World in Ibra. This event is all about raising awareness and spreading love for animals and its importance in our life and ecosystem.
This day is about caring for animals and knowing how important they are for our life and our nature. As a vet student, we learn how to protect animals. I'm really proud to see Oman exerting its effort to protect wildlife, keep our environment clean and safe.
As a veterinary student in the field of animals, I'm happy to say that our country is rich with beautiful wildlife. It's our duty to protect these animals, keep their habitats safe.
Students actively participated in workshops, interactive animal shows, and field learning tours, gaining first-hand knowledge of wildlife preservation.
This is a great occasion to celebrate here about Animal Days. Special appreciation goes to all authorities dedicated to animal health and protection of natural reserves for their continuous effort preserving wildlife.
Together today to connect and learn about the many animal conservation efforts here in the Sultanate and the vital veterinary care provided. Events like this highlight the importance of animal welfare and conservation. Protecting this national treasure safeguards not only our wildlife but also human and environmental health, as they are all deeply connected.
A successful gathering that strengthened community awareness and reaffirmed Oman's dedication to protecting its natural heritage for future generations. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Entrepreneurial Growth 2025 Forum reviews government efforts and new investment opportunities to advance the entrepreneurship sector. At the conclusion of its work in Muscat, the World Cancer Congress adopts the Sultanate of Oman's resolution on plans to combat cancer. And the first National Conference on Neuro-Ophthalmology discusses early diagnosis and integrated therapeutic intervention in ophthalmology and neurology. And with that, of course, we do conclude this news bulletin brought to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. From the entire news team and myself, we thank you for joining us. Wish you a pleasant evening and good night.